everyone, we're on our way. Just continuing to bunny hop down the coast of Guadeloupe.
Good thing for electric winches, and I'm furling mainsail. I don't have to try very hard. The mainsail is jammed.
Oh no, it's really bad up there.
Good thing for electric winches, and I'm furling mainsail. I don't have to try very hard. Because I pulled it out when the wind wasn't on our nose.
Every time we're lazy and pull out the mainsail without turning to wind, we jam it. So we should know better than that, but...
No, we never learn, do we?
So let's try that one more time.
Let's try this again. So face the wind, pull it out.
Nah, it's jammed. It's at that same spot. It's also because our sails are really old, especially after the Atlantic crossing. They seem to be really baggy. They are getting jammed up a lot easier. Yeah, we're jammed.
Stupid. Okay, one more time. And then that's it. Yeah. One more time. I'm just gonna leave it reefed and we'll do a bit of an anchor. It's that batten. Because our sails are a bit old now, they got vertical battens in them. But because they're a bit old, the battens twist. The battens get jammed in the mast. So I should just take the battens out.
Jerk. Basically everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Our mainsail jammed, and it's really jammed. Ryan managed to furl it back in, but we have to deal with that afterwards. We didn't realize our hatch was open, so this loose line lifted it up. We were running into fishing buoys the whole time. Ryan's a cranky pants. Not a happy chappy.
Pretty much, in-mast furling is absolutely awesome, but then like 1% of the time, it's your worst enemy. You know what, Brittany? We got 8 knots of wind and we're going 4 knots with just the head sail. That's all right, eh? I mean, we're not exactly on course, but you can't win everything, can you? Just gotta zigzag through these fishing buoys. You right, mate? It's okay. I'm not that angry anymore. Learn to deal with it, mate. You want your toy? Okay. Come on. Oh no, buddy. It's frustrating, isn't it? Going the wrong direction.
Picked me up where we left off. Was it 7th Street? I forgot, but doesn't matter.
It's Sunday and we just put out our new Sunday video. We're sitting here this morning writing back to all the comments. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and hit that bell.
And for any of you guys who have kind of teetered off since we've been sitting still, we're back to sailing now, so come back. Come back.
Hit us up. Brittany's gonna start her own OnlyFans.
We're sailing again. And we're sailing through hurricane season, so like, come on guys, give us some cred. We're slowing down again.
In the same t-shirt from the summer, we stuck out late, I've been wondering, do you remember that night like I did? I said things that I'm not supposed to. Get about that right now, keep the music turned up loud.
So we're doing alright with just the one sail, even though the mainsail is jammed. But you know what? Actually, I don't even know what. I'm pissed. I'm so angry right now. Alright, I better trim the sail.
Alright, so I've been downstairs editing and the wind's picked up. I come up and Ryan's about to bypass our anchorage because he's friggin' racing a random boat beside us.
Yeah, here was just a spot in the distance, and now we're just behind it. So I'm going to classify as a win because Brittany's making me turn.
Yeah, so we're gonna tack. We're gonna tack.
Look at that! Alright, this is our spot for the night. It's beautiful. We've got like this massive mountainscape over there. We've got this cool little beach. We've got music cranking, people hanging by their cars. Gust of wind coming right now, but when that goes, I'm gonna jump up the mast and try and unjam the mainsail. So that's my job for today. So tomorrow we can get sailing again. Hey Brittany, I need you to push buttons. Alright, you ready?
What a day, feeling good like I should. I'ma burn it down. For once in my life, I'm making the rules. There ain't no way you're killing my vibe. I'm alive, I'm alive. I feel something coming.
It's literally just because it's an old sail, eh? That's it, we're all done. Sails unjammed, it went in, it went out, went in, it went out, it went in, and it went out.
Alright, I think we're gonna call it a night.
Yeah, I'm stuffed. Boom.
Good night. Alright gang, it was a rolly night here last night, but we had a good sleep. And now it's time to move again and keep going on this trek. So, are you ready, Ryan?
Almost.
What are you doing?
Just checking the weather for tomorrow because we've got no internet on the island.
There's no internet on the islands that we're going to, so Ryan's doing a last minute weather check, and then we're gonna go.
Just saving and doing screenshots of the weather because we've got no internet and we don't have our subscription for the pretty wind active at the moment. If you guys don't remember when we came up this coast from, what was it, the Carnival in Guadeloupe, it was probably one of the roughest passages we've had in a long time. So I am a little bit anxious of this one because it's all fine and good here, but we're expecting to get 20 knots with 1.5 meter swell. And if that's the case, then it's going to be amazing. When we came up last time, we had like massive swell and it wasn't a huge amount of wind, it was just massive swell. So like that 1.5 meter swell or 1.7, whatever is expected. Like I just don't want to get out there. It's like 3 meters and this like nice cruisy passage turns into like a big bloody adventure.
Okay, well let's go.
All right.
Good things coming. Why don't we get up and go? I'm feeling good like I should. I'm feeling so damn good like I should.
I'm the captain today.
I made a goal, doing it right, one of a kind, you can't beat this. I'm shaking it up, taking the town, running the game, winning the race, I'm alive, I'm alive.
Tighten it up and then we can point a little bit closer to the wind, and get in there. This passage here to the Saints is pretty good. We've got about 1.3 meters of swell, 9 seconds apart, 20 knots of wind. We've only got a head sail out at the moment, which is heavily reefed, and we're going about 4.5 to 5 knots, but it's super cozy for Jackson and we're just rolling up and down the waves with minimal slamming. So we're just trying to keep these close hauled sails as comfortable for Jackson as possible without heeling over too much. We're pretty protected through this channel still, it's not too bad. A little bit of an acceleration zone, but it's all right. We're gonna stop and anchor here tonight because the swell's a little bit heavy on the other side still, so tomorrow afternoon we're going to head over to Dominica, which is a 4-hour sail. Through that little channel there, it's a bit of a hectic channel again, but it's not so bad. We're going to have about 1.5 meters of swell, 9 seconds apart, again 20 knots of wind. We'll just reef again, we'll just take our time and go slow and steady. Yeah, it should be pretty good through there. And then once we get to Dominica, we'll be protected by the island a little bit. We'll drop anchor overnight, get some rest, and I guess the passage from Dominica to Martinique is the one I'm a little bit more anxious about, mainly because that is a major acceleration zone. It's completely exposed to the Atlantic Ocean, and it's always a lot worse through that passage than what they say it's going to be. It's not looking too bad. It's 2 meters swell, 9 seconds apart. So it's pretty much gonna be the same as what we got here, but twice as big. Whoa. Thank God for this bad boy, eh? Just saves me. I just saw that water coming at me like, oh. I would have got soaked just then. So anyway, this is what the, I guess, 1 meter swell, 1 point something meter swell, 9 seconds apart looks like, and 20 knots of wind. Hey, it always looks so much more bloody cozier on camera. If we were gonna sail a bit better right now, we'd probably put the main out a little bit as well. Would be heeled over heavily. We'd be going about 7 knots. But, and I probably would do that if it was just me and Brittany, but with Jackson on board, we've got to really think of him. That's the only bit of head sail we got out right now. Jackson, buddy, hey mate. The only problem is, it's really hot in here, eh mate?
All right, gang, time for our first barbecue on the boat.
All right, there's the chicken. You know what? It smells epic and it looks epic, but on camera it's like, doesn't look that special. Hey, check it out. You got the moon and the Australian flag. Oh, we need a new flag. I shouldn't film that.
We need quite a few different flags. Our French flag's ripped and our ARYC one's done too.
Hey buddy, you want some chicken too, mate? Should we go for another walk? What's wrong?
He's tired.
Whenever I say walk, he gets super stoked, but we just went for one. So I was like, what's wrong? Do you want to go for another walk? He just looks at me, I'm like, oh no, he's tired. This is it, me, Brittany, Jackson, and the barbecue.
And tomorrow, I think we're gonna do an early rise and head straight down to Martinique.
We decided to maybe get up at like 5 AM and just go straight
Hammer it.
through, hey? It's like a 13-hour trip from here to Martinique. So, what do you think, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who
Well,
knows?
our chicken's smoking. All right, guys, we're gonna eat our barbecue, and I'm gonna keep editing our videos, and I think we're gonna call it a night. So see you tomorrow.
Good morning. So it's about 5 o'clock. The sun's just coming up. I think we're gonna take Jackson for a walk now, and we're gonna head out. We got 2 big passages. We got one between here and Dominica. It's about 3.5 hours. Some hefty swell and 20 knots. Then we've got bit of a break past Dominica, and then we've got another hefty sail for 6 hours between Dominica and Martinique, which is 2 meter swell, 20 knots. It rained last night, so everything got saturated, so I got up in the middle of the night and put all the cushions away and stuff. I should have done that anyway, I don't know why I didn't, but yeah. Alright, let's get ready. It's 6 o'clock. The hardest part now is getting this anchor up. We've anchored in 22 meters of water. Our anchor's 30 kilos and our chain is 10 mil thick. So that's a lot of weight. And then like, it's gonna take a while. And then I anchored really close to these mooring buoys yesterday. And last night at like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, this like 70-foot catamaran came and took the mooring buoy right in front of us. Out of all the mooring buoys here, that's the one right in front of us. So my anchor's probably like right under him. anchor's really close to those guys, I think. Yeah. And we got such deep water, Brittany, that it's going to really struggle bringing that up because there's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful. It's going to be fun. That was funny. The guys on the charter yacht, like, we waved to them, and it's a big, like, lagoon 620, so they're like a big, you know, $1.5 million boat. Anyway, he's got his hands in the air, so he anchored real close. It's just like, all right, man, just relax, settle down. We're not going to hit you. Anyway, we ended up bringing up our anchor, and it looked worse than it was because I lifted the anchor up in like 17 meters of water, but we actually anchored in like 22 or 23 meters, so I got a lot closer to them than what I needed to be, but like at not any time was I like way too close or anything, but they weren't too happy that we anchored. Now the thing is like, it's a perfectly good spot to anchor. The bays are completely empty because we're in hurricane season right now, and it's just full of mooring buoys, like empty mooring buoys. And I wouldn't have slept so well last night if I took a mooring buoy. I've slept like a baby. I know some people just aren't happy, so you just gotta it's just life, isn't it, eh? So we got this passage now. I'm a little bit nervous going out there. I hope it's what it says it is. We'll see. We'll get out there before we put the sails up. I think I might just motor out first and get comfortable.
First of all, your lines are just an absolute disaster.
That's right, lovely. We're not racing for the title here. Oh, Jackson, you're killing me. Brittany, Jackson cracked my skull. Brittany, I need your help. I need medical assistance. Ah, I'm in pain. I hit my head. Don't you care about me? I'm seriously bleeding. I hit my head. Did you not hear the bang? You don't care about me. You hate me. You don't love me anymore. Brittany, I need your help. Brittany, I really need your help.
Ryan, what? Oh, are you joking?
It took you long enough to get up here. Jeez, I had the camera on and everything, and see how much you love me. So much she loves me, everyone. She hates me.
I know, it's bullshit.
You hate me.
It's bullshit.
You're gonna throw me overboard and take the boat, aren't you?
I knew it from the moment you said it. Oh, it's caught on the...
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's taking our pole out. And I would like to point out that I winched you up by hand on the hand winch.
I saw that. It was really annoying because it was super slow.
I know. Do you know how friggin' hard it was?
Right now we're sailing to Les Saints. Ease, keeps Brittany at ease. Hey, Brittany.
What are you doing?
What?